This is the worst loss of my career. We just got absolutely embarrassed on Father's Day against the high school team. I literally got bent over on Father's Day by these bums. I can never show my face in my house after this. My children witnessed their daddy get his cheeks clapped on live television. Doesn't get any worse than this. But I'm gonna need Dookie Butts and Kyle Fucker to pack their bags and get the hell out of this team. These two bums are scamming the Dodgers organization with those contracts. Even the Blue Jays didn't get scammed this hard with that Vladdy contract. What a joke. I knew this Kyle guy was a fraud when he joined. He can't even hold a bat properly. This guy needs to hit the weight room, bro. Even my newborn is stronger than this clown. And our pitcher Emmett, Shithan, took a nasty dump all over the field once again. This guy is walking around the streets of Los Angeles with an ERA close to 6, acting like he's the shit around town. Go pitch in the Japanese league, bro. This MLB stuff isn't working out for you. But anyways, I now have to go home and look my kids in the eyes and tell them their daddy got his cheeks obliterated today. I'm gonna need some baby oil after this one. My ass literally turned purple, bro.
What if I told you that Shohei Ohtani is having the best pitching season of his entire career and still might not win the Cy Young Award? That sounds impossible, right? After all, we're talking about a player with a microscopic 1.47 ERA, a whip below 1.00, and numbers that look straight out of a video game. Yet, according to the latest National League Cy Young projections, Ohtani isn't the favorite. In fact, he's currently sitting in 4th place. And the reason why might surprise you. For years, baseball fans have wondered when Shohei Ohtani would finally add a Cy Young Award to his already legendary resume. He's won MVP awards. He's won World Series championships. He's become one of the biggest global stars in sports history. But the Cy Young Award has remained the one major achievement missing from his collection. Coming into 2026, many believed this would finally be the year. After recovering from his second Tommy John surgery and returning fully healthy, Ohtani looked determined to dominate both on the mound and at the plate. And so far, that's exactly what he's done. Through his first 12 starts of the season, Ohtani has posted a remarkable 1.47 ERA with a 0.88 whip and 78 strikeouts in just over 73 innings pitched. Those numbers are elite by any standard. In fact, they represent the best pitching stretch of his entire MLB career. So, why isn't he leading the Cy Young race? The answer comes down to one thing: workload. While Ohtani's performance has been incredible, he has made fewer starts than most of his competition. Milwaukee Brewers ace Jacob Misiorowski has already made 15 starts. Philadelphia Phillies left-hander Christopher Sanchez has made even more appearances. Those extra innings matter when voters evaluate Cy Young candidates. The Cy Young Award isn't just about dominance. It's also about durability. Voters want to see pitchers consistently taking the ball every 5th day, accumulating innings, and carrying their teams throughout the season. That's where Ohtani faces a unique challenge. Unlike every other pitcher competing for the award, Ohtani isn't just focused on pitching. He's also serving as the Dodgers' designated hitter almost every day. While other Cy Young contenders spend 4 days recovering between starts, Ohtani continues impacting games offensively. That dual responsibility makes his season even more impressive. But ironically, it could also hurt his Cy Young chances. The Dodgers have understandably been cautious with Ohtani's workload following his surgery history. They don't need him throwing 200 innings. Their primary goal is keeping him healthy for October. As a result, he's unlikely to rack up the same number of innings as some traditional ace pitchers. And that creates a fascinating debate. Would you rather have a pitcher with a slightly higher ERA who throws 200 innings? Or a pitcher like Ohtani who completely dominates every time he steps on the mound but pitches fewer innings overall? Historically, Cy Young voters have often favored volume along with excellence. That's why Jacob Misiorowski has emerged as the current frontrunner. The Brewers' star has been phenomenal this season. His combination of strikeouts, innings pitched, and consistency has impressed voters across baseball. In the latest polling, he received the overwhelming majority of first-place votes, putting him firmly in the driver's seat. Meanwhile, Ohtani received no first-place votes despite having arguably the most eye-popping statistics among all contenders. That tells us something important. Many voters simply aren't convinced Ohtani will accumulate enough innings by season's end to justify giving him the award. Even if his ERA remains below 2.00, the gap in workload may ultimately prove too large to overcome. But here's where things get interesting. We've learned one lesson over the years when it comes to Shohei Ohtani: never count him out. Every time baseball experts claim something is impossible, Ohtani finds a way to prove them wrong. People said a two-way superstar couldn't succeed in modern baseball. He became an MVP. People doubted he could return to elite pitching after surgery. He's having the best pitching season of his life. So, while the odds may currently favor other candidates, nobody should be writing off Ohtani just yet. The second half of the season could change everything. If Ohtani continues pitching at this level and starts making up ground in total innings and starts, the conversation could shift dramatically. A dominant stretch over the final months would force voters to seriously reconsider their ballots. And remember, voters are human. If Ohtani finishes the season with historically great numbers while also contributing offensively every day, the narrative surrounding his season could become impossible to ignore. After all, no player in baseball history has ever done what Ohtani is doing. He's competing against traditional pitchers while simultaneously performing an entirely separate role as one of the Dodgers' most dangerous hitters. The level of difficulty is unlike anything we've seen before. That's why this Cy Young race may become one of the most fascinating award battles in recent memory. Can traditional pitching value outweigh unprecedented two-way excellence? Can workload overcome pure dominance? And can Shohei Ohtani finally capture the one award that has eluded him throughout his legendary career? Right now, the answer appears uncertain. The latest projections suggest that Jacob Misiorowski, Christopher Sanchez, and several other National League aces remain ahead of Ohtani in the race. But with months still left in the season, plenty can change. One thing is certain: if Ohtani somehow wins the Cy Young Award while continuing to contribute as an everyday hitter, it would be another historic achievement in a career already filled with them. For now, baseball fans can only watch and wait. Will 2026 finally be the year Shohei Ohtani completes his trophy collection? Or will the Cy Young Award remain the one prize that continues to slip through his fingers? The race is far from over, and if history has taught us anything, betting against Shohei Ohtani is usually a mistake.